So it's been a long climb from your rookie year to a reliable everyday starter. Is there a secret? Has it just been a lot of hard work behind the scenes? And how have you gotten to this point from where you were coming out of Albany State?
So my biggest thing was to like put in more work than everybody else. So like my mindset was to outwork everybody to get where I want to be. And I think I still got a lot of work to get there, even though I am starting, but I want to be ahead of the game with everything. So like behind the scene wise, like I do extra workouts, I do extra condition, I study film harder. Like I'm just trying to do everything extra to be on top of everything.
When did you start doing that? Was it something you had to do as a rookie? Did anybody tell you like this is what it's going to take? Where did that fire sort
So
of?
that started like my senior year of college, to be honest with you, because like people like, oh, you coming from a D2, you ain't gonna make it to the league, or if you do make it, you ain't gonna last long. So like that's just something that I had my mind set to, and like it's just something like I was like, man, I can show these folks like I could do that. I'll be that guy.
Phil B.
Hey, Grover. Just wanted to ask you about the D-line this year. With all due respect to the guys you played with before, does it feel different this year? Do you have this sense that this is just kind of evolved and progressed much like yourself and it's that much better?
Yes, sir. I mean, we still got some of the same guys from last year and like the new addition of Buck. So like I feel real comfortable with the line that we have like this year and moving forward. I feel like we're gonna do something real big this year.
A follow-up, how much does that impact you in terms of having a guy like Buckner in there?
So I believe Buck gonna take out some of the double teams for me, even though I still get them. But I believe he'll help me with that and like making more plays on the inside because they'll be focusing on Buck and I'll be there to stop him.
Joel Erickson.
Hey, Grover, what have you seen out of Nico Autry now that he's playing outside a lot more?
I see this mean edge setter for the Nico, man. Like that's I consider Nico like my brother, my oldest brother. And like I see a real big year for him. Like he was playing in before he got here and now he done went back to in. So I think everything like fanning out for the Nico.
Why do you consider him your older brother?
I mean, cause I go to him asking questions, like he keep it straight up with me, and like I look up to Nico and Justin. So,
Stephen Holder.
Hey Grover, do you feel like the defensive line can be a tone setter this year? You know, especially when you guys have made some big plays already, and what do those plays do for you in terms of setting the tone for the rest of the team and the defense?
Yeah, I strongly agree with that. I think the defense set the tone for any team, to be honest with you, defensive wise. So I feel like we the one that drive the train for real. We the up front, like everything start with the D-line. So
George Bremer.
Back I think it was in the spring, Brian Baker told us that the other guys kind of joked with him that you're his favorite because you're kind of made in that big physical mode that he's been used to. What's it been like having him and working with him?
I mean, it's real great having Brian Baker, man. Like I'm seeing everything. Well, like the things I didn't know, like I'm seeing it clear, or he put me in a position to make more plays and stuff like that. So, like, I mean, a bunch of guys, they joke around with me. They were like, yeah, man, you the coach favorite. I was like, man, I say he like all of us, man.
We'll go one more here. Lara Overton.
Grover, you talk about, being underestimated, having to earn your way into the NFL after being a smaller school guy, putting in the extra work, whether that's in the locker room, on the practice field, film room. Sounds an awful lot like Robert Mathis. Have you guys talked about your journey, maybe some similarities? How much inspiration do you take from him and being able to have him out there with you guys so frequently?
Yeah, so Rob, he's like one of the guys I respect Rob to the fullest. Like I told him my story, he told me his story. He was like, I was trying to get to Albany State, but they didn't want me. So I was like, man. But Rob's story and my story is real similar due to like the things we had to overcome. And like Rob came out to be an awesome player, and like that's the footstep that I want to follow, and like be one of the players like Rob. So